Okay, welcome back everybody to another deep dive. Today we're diving into the world of cybersecurity again.
Always a hot topic.
It really is. And it's funny because I was just thinking, how we always say like, "Oh, the news cycle moves so fast." Well,
Yeah.
the tech world makes the news cycle look like it's standing still.
Right.
Things are changing so fast, and this is such a great example of that.
Absolutely.
So today we're going to be talking about CrowdStrike.
Okay.
Remember back in July, there was this whole thing, the CrowdStrike crash, people were calling
I
it?
do. I do remember that. Yeah.
They had this software update that went out, and it was a little buggy, shall we say.
Yeah. More than a little.
It caused some problems for their clients.
Understatement.
Yeah.
When we're talking about cybersecurity,
Yeah.
this is the thing, right? Like companies are trusting these firms with like their entire digital kingdoms.
Everything.
So even the tiniest little hiccup can
Mm-hmm.
have these massive ripple effects, right? You have vulnerabilities, things get exposed, operations grind to a halt.
And trust
The big one. Yeah.
is paramount in this industry.
It's everything.
Yeah.
Because you can't trust your cybersecurity provider.
Right.
Who can you trust? Right.
Exactly. And that's why this next part of the story is so interesting, because you have a company called Sentinel. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with Sentinel.
I am. I've been following them for a bit.
So they're fascinating because they're kind of like the up-and-comer in this world, and they saw their stock just shoot up
Oh, yeah.
when this happened with CrowdStrike.
Big time.
I mean, we're talking like a third higher than it was.
$26.50 a share, if I remember correctly.
And they're valued at about, what, $8 billion?
Something like that. Which sounds like a lot.
Right.
It does. But when you compare that to a behemoth like CrowdStrike,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
it's a David and Goliath situation
it really
in the
is.
digital world.
So how is Sentinel, I mean, what are they doing to actually capitalize on this?
Well, they're not just sitting back and enjoying the ride. I can tell you that. They are really grabbing this opportunity by the horns, and I think they're doing it in a really smart way. I mean, one thing is they're not shying away from, a little bit of aggressive marketing. Going after those businesses that might be feeling a little shaky about CrowdStrike.
Yeah, makes sense.
We're talking those laser-focused ads, the ones that follow you around the internet,
Yeah.
webinars, all that jazz, really hitting home that reliability message.
Show them, don't just tell them, right?
That's exactly it. But here's the thing. They're not just talking the talk. They're also walking the walk.
How so?
Big-time investments in R&D,
Okay.
new features, security updates, coming out faster than, you can say, cybersecurity.
So they're proving that they're the one.
Yeah, they're saying we're here, we're serious, and we can protect you.
Now, we've also got some articles here about some other big names in cybersecurity. I mean, this isn't just a
Oh, absolutely.
two-company race here.
It's a crowded field.
Zscaler, Palo Alto Networks. Yeah. These are big hitters, too. They all want a piece of this very important pie.
Yeah. And look, this is the reality of the world we live in, right? Cyber threats, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
If anything,
And they're getting worse.
they're getting more sophisticated by the minute.
Right.
And that means companies, individuals, everybody's even more reliant
Hmm.
on these cybersecurity solutions than ever before.
So it's kind of a double-edged sword in a way. I mean, this competition is driving all this innovation,
For sure.
which is great because it means we're getting more sophisticated solutions. We're getting, better, theoretically at least, protection. But it also means it's a very complicated landscape
Oh, tell me about it.
to try to navigate as just somebody who's, trying to live their life online.
Right. And at the end of the day, how do you even know who to trust
Right.
with all these players, all these products, all promising you the world?
It's a lot, and that's why we love bringing you these deep dives to try
Yeah.
to break it down. So the question is, and I think this is what I keep coming back to, where does this go from here?
Mm.
Because we have this relentless innovation.
All right.
It's only going to continue.
Oh, absolutely. It's not slowing down.
So are we headed towards a world where the internet is actually a safer place because of this? Or are we just opening up all these new vulnerabilities we hadn't even thought of before?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is. And unfortunately, I don't think we have the answer to that one quite yet.
Only time will tell.
But we're going to keep following it closely. So thank you, as always, for joining us for another deep dive. Make sure you come back next time. We're going to keep digging into this fascinating world of cybersecurity. Until then, stay safe out there.